or was just at the tail end of a lot of those renovations.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they didn't get a chance to get into the new building.
yeah, so it'll be very interesting not only to see Icon, but what will C4 be able to do in the same building come November.
For sure.
October.
Is that late October, early November? They come up and they change it like every year.
One of those fall months.
Yeah, it's end of October.
It's around Halloween, okay? So we'll just leave it at that.
How much work goes into setting up for Aikon, especially with you being in charge of the vendors and that?
The setup itself happens over 2 days, but everything that goes on before that, probably hundreds of hours. If not by one individual, then at least by the team that is in that particular department.
That is insane. I can only imagine taking that long to set up for something.
Hey, like our slogan says, for the love of anime.
That is true. I guess we'll take a quick music break and come back with a lot more. So enjoy our music. Hey guys, welcome back to the Captain Fizz Mask Guy show. We are talking once again with Jacques from Aikon. We've already gone over quite a lot about the convention, so we'll only get a little bit more due to time restrictions.
Time restrictions.
Yes, time restrictions.
Time restrictions.
I know you're kind of biased to the whole Aikon thing, but
No,
not at all.
Nah.
If you could actually work at another convention in any city, what one would you choose?
Dragon Con.
That's a pretty quick.
You didn't even have to think about that, did you?
I've been wanting to go there for so long.
Can you explain why?
Well, Aikon is a family-friendly event, so the costumes. There's not going to be an amazing selection for them. A place like Dragon Con, I think it just has a lot more to offer for the more mature nerd.
Yes, because we're all mature.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that and the fact, despite the fact that, every year our conventions here in Winnipeg seem to be getting bigger and bigger, we're still, largely a very small market. Mm-hmm. Whereas, conventions like, the Comic-Con, down in San Diego and Dragon Con and a few others are quite a bit bigger than us.
Yeah. And when I say the selection of costumes is really good at a place like Dragon Con, I don't mean to disparage anyone in our city. There's some amazing costumes that show up at Aikon. But in a place like Dragon Con, they're just everywhere you look, people in fan-flipping-tastic costumes.
It's also more of a wide open genre as compared to Aikon, which is I guess more designated for anime.
Yeah, we cater specifically to the anime fan base.
Wow, I had a question that was on the tip of my tongue.
I guess, well, maybe I'll step in then. Okay, obviously you're big into anime. What are some of your favorite animes of all time?
Favorite animes of all time? I liked Evangelion. I'm not sure how I feel about the reboot. Maybe the last movie will round it off really nicely. FLCL is probably my favorite anime of all time. Every time I watch that thing, there's just a new layer to peel back and be like, just another mind-blowing revelation happens. Let's see. Yeah, I really like mecha and sword stuff, but I'm not opposed to some of the more ridiculous anime. I've been watching this one called My Love Story lately.
I've heard of that one.
It's just completely off-the-wall ridiculous.
I have actually gotten into that one, and it's one of those ones where you kind of question why you got into it, but then you can't look away.
Yeah, definitely.
It's awesome. I recommend it.
I hear there's a live action movie coming out that I'm looking forward to.
Oh God, there goes my life. Do you prefer watching it or reading it?
Because I have a really short attention span, I kind of like watching it better. Moving pictures hold my attention a lot better than, like, don't get me wrong, I do like manga. It's what I used to read before, or used to consume before anime became a lot more pervasive and accessible.
Yes, accessibility is actually really good now.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
I don't know. I mean, so I'm obviously, I mean, I don't know a whole, heck of a lot about anime, like, other than shows like Sailor Moon and Samurai Pizza Cats. The shows that, I have watched over the years have been shows like, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball GT.
I've never actually, I think I've only watched 1 or 2 episodes of GT over the years.
I heard they're re-releasing Dragon Ball, kind of what Dragon Ball Z should have been, without 5 minutes of people going, oh!
Well,
they're half hours of people going.
From what I understand, they are coming out with a new series of Dragon Ball, but do not consider GT to be canon anymore.
Really?
So
Okay.
Because it wasn't the original, the creator had nothing to do with GT apparently.
Okay.
So this new series of manga and the show are going to be created by him again.
Okay.
But I mean, recently I've been trying to get into a couple of different series. I can't remember. One's called Blue Dragon.
Okay.
And the other one is The Seven Deadly Sins, which I actually started reading the manga at first and then got into watching on Netflix when I found out it was on there.
Okay.
But I mean, that's about vast majority I know really about anime. I know that going on Netflix, there's a lot of stuff that's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna watch that. Oh, I think my wife's gonna love this, but I will never be caught dead watching it with her.
Oh man, I watched an Iron Man anime on Netflix, and it was just, I just watched it to see how bad it could get.
I think that's us with most movies that come out, comic book related. We watch it just to see how awful it could potentially get.
It's like, how bad did they mess up my favorite thing?
Yeah, and
it's the bane of our existence, the new Fantastic Four movie that came out last year. We can't stop seeing that movie at all.
I saw a side by side of the Doctor Doom movie piece or movie suit, and just some amazing cosplayers at conventions, and they, like, the cosplayers blow the costume away, like, just out of the water. It's amazing the detail they put into it. In this movie one, it's like, it looks like a rock.
Yeah, same thing with, I think I saw that same thing, but they did it like a side by side of Apocalypse, and then from the upcoming movie along with a cosplayer, and just like, I mean, come on. I mean, if people that spend a couple hundred hours, can come up with some amazing stuff like Doctor Doom and Apocalypse, why can't they do it with like millions of dollars?
Exactly.
In these movies.
at least they did listen to the fans and changed Apocalypse. Before the movie came out,
They did? I didn't know that.
he actually looks more realistic, not so much following directly to the comic books, but more.
Okay, like somewhere between what, like, the really exaggerated facial features and, like, he looks humanoid, but he's clearly something different.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. He still reminds me of one of the villains from the original Power Rangers TV series.
Just less girly now.
Okay.
What did you actually think of the live action Avatar?
I did not see the live action Avatar. Sorry, guys.
That kind of.
Well, you know what?
It was like the only anime one I've actually heard of going into live action. I find anime's better as it is.
Is Avatar even technically anime? It's an American series.
Yeah, I think there's kind of a really fine line there. Like, I personally would consider it anime because it's kind of, at least in spirit, because it has a lot of the same style of animation, and it is set in kind of I don't know how to say this. It's got an anime feel to it. That's really the best way to put it.
If I remember correctly, I mean, there's the 4 elements, and the fighting style of the 4 elements are based off of 4 different versions of martial arts. I can't remember if they're all like kung fu
Yeah,
or.
it strikes me as kung fu because a lot of the types of moves they use are very, not exaggerated, but very wide, sweeping type of things.
And the Japanese can't only be the ones to control anime.
Of course.
Oh, obviously not.
Although I think they by far do better than anyone else could.
Well, I find for anything, the original medium or the original creators do it best.
Mm-hmm.
Like a video game adaptation of into a manga is not going to be as good.
Or just video games into movies, period.
Yeah. Lately, I've been watching a couple horror animes. I finished Parasite recently, which was pretty good. Apparently, that's a manga adaptation. I thought the anime was really good. Compared to the manga, I don't know because I haven't read that one. Terraformars is one that I started watching and I'm really enjoying. I kind of want to see how the live action film plays out, but I also know that it's, of course, you have to modify the story and compress it. But I think they'll do a good job.
Interesting question. You kind of brought up the Avatar movie, The Last Airbender. Did you see that Dragon Ball movie that came out a couple years ago?
I did not. Are we talking about the one with the all North American cast?
Yes.
I did not see that, nor do I care to.
Congratulations, you just saved yourself 2 hours.
Yeah, I figured.
I guess we'll pretty much start coming to an end here.
Yeah.
So we'll let you kind of plug yourself, plug Aikon as well. So how people can, reach you or Aikon or whatever you feel like.
Well, if you want to be a vendor at Aikon, you can go to aikon.org and select vendors from the exhibitor drop-down. If you'd like to attend Aikon, our event is at the RBC Convention Center, the 15th, 16th, 17th of July, starting Friday at noon.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Then I guess we will start plugging ourselves. Of course.
Why not? Again, thank you, for coming on show, talking about Aikon, talking about your love of anime.
My pleasure.
And you can, of course, follow us here at the show. Follow us on Twitter. You can follow my compatriot here.
At Real CAPT Fizz, so at Real Captain Fizz.
You can follow this local fellow at That Mask Guy. Follow the show at FizzMaskShow. And you know what? Go to our website, www.fizzmaskshow.com. And you'll find links to our Twitter accounts as well as a link to our Facebook account, which is, I think a lot more active than our Twitter is, unless,
Hey, my Twitter's quite active.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like that.
Dead air, never a good thing here. So you know what? Thanks once again. Much appreciated. And to everyone listening, good night, God bless, and may the force be with you.
And stay frosty as always. Good night.
Good night.